Hi everybody, it's Thursday night. It's time to learn something new. And what are we going to do tonight? We're going to make these adorable Tealight covers. I'm using the little LED lights that you can get at the dollar store or Walmart. They're pretty much everywhere. You don't want to use real candles. This is really cute. It's fast. Takes less than an hour to make one. They make great gifts. They make great table decorations. They're really cute. And this is a fun and easy project to do to make a cover for your tea lights for the Christmas season. And it's all done in the hoop. So for this, you're going to need some wash away stabilizer, which is the mesh kind, not the topping. This one is called Dissolve Away Mesh by Baby Lock, but any of the wash away mesh stabilizers will do. For this, I have taken T-pins and I've simply put them between the inside and the outside ring and ran it through the top. It keeps the stabilizer from being pulled into the center. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's an idea I got from John Deere, from John Deere's Legacy Embroidery. He's the best digitizer I know. But this comes in two hoopings. You have a back and a front, and it's a freestanding lace. So what you're going to do is you're going to wind a bobbin with the same color thread that you have in the needle. I'm going to use a iridescent clear mylar. You could use that. That's going to give it a little more bling to it. It's freestanding, so you don't have to have anything else. But if you want to make it a little more sturdy, you could either put in green organza or green bridal tooling. And when you use the dissolve away mesh, it's all starch, so therefore when you wet it and dissolve it, you let the starch stay in it, and that way it makes it nice and stiff. I'm loading the design into my machine. There's the back, here's the front. We're going to do the back first and set. Okay, so I'm going to just put the hoop into the machine. It only has two color stops, at least the back does, which is a placement for the first one's going to be a placement for the mylar or the tooling, and the second one is the stitching itself. I can fit two of these into a 5x7 hoop if I rotate them. So I'm going to rotate one this way and scoot it down right near the edge. Okay, and then I'm going to come in and add or duplicate. I'm just going to add it for now. Add another one and set. Move it up. Rotate it the other way. Okay, and scoot it in so that they don't touch each other. And is inside the hoop. There's the inside of the hoop. Okay, it's going to stitch this one first, so I'm going to take you through stitching that one. The first color stop is the outline for the mylar. I'm going to just put this mylar over the top so that it just covers the stitching, and then I'm going to let it go. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to stitch this. It's going to stitch twice. I don't need to stop. I'm just going to let it go. It will finish. It will do the lace work, and it will do a satin stitch at the bottom. I will be back. Okay, here it is all stitched out. So the next thing I would do is remove this from the hoop and then cut it out. I'm going to go ahead and stitch the other side first, and then we will work on the front. Okay, they're done stitching. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this from the hoop. You can just remove the mylar very easily. It just tears away. So you can tear away the excess mylar and okay. What I like about the mylar is it looks like it's metallic even though you've used no metallic thread. Okay, so now I'm going to take this out of the hoop, but I'm going to rough cut it. I'm going to cut it about a 1/2 inch away and maybe just inside here, and then set it aside while we do the front. Now we're ready to do the front. So once again, I have hooped my wash away stabilizer and put the T-pins in to secure that stabilizer inside the hoop. Okay, so I'm just going to load it up. Again, that you can fit 2 in 1 hooping as long as you rotate them. I'm going to also have the green bobbin thread and the green needle thread also. This time I'm loading the front. Okay, and I'm going to rotate it and scoot it down. Okay, and do the second one. Set, rotate, right, the other way. Okay, that should do it. Okay, and now we're ready to stitch. I already know this mylar will fit, so I'm just going to put it down now. It'll just give it an extra layer of stitching. Oop, here we go. And just hold it down. Now this design has got several colors in it. However, this is not one of them where you're going to want to color sort. So that'll do all the greens, all the reds, all the yellows, because that's going to throw it out of registration. You know, if it throws out of registration, your pieces won't fit together. So now it's stitched the mylar down. It's going to stitch the background. So this is color stop number 2, where it's now just doing the background of the tree. It'll look almost identical to the back. I'll be back when it's done stitching. Okay, the next color says yellow, and I'm going to put gold metallic in here. It's going to do the garland. So now I'm going to be using a metallic thread. A lot of people have trouble with metallic thread, but there's some little tricks you can do to make that thread work just beautifully. About 4, maybe 5 rules to using metallic thread. Number 1, buy a good quality thread. If you're paying less than $12 a spool for that thread, I'd probably put it back. It's cheap thread. Metallic thread is very expensive to make because it's like aluminum foil that's wrapped around a nylon or a polyester core. Well, the problem with the cheap stuff, that's all you get. The good stuff has got the aluminum foil, the colored aluminum foil that is first glued to a thin layer of rice paper, and then it's wrapped around the core. That gives it extra strength and it won't flake off in your machine, causing tension issues. Okay, the other thing is that you want to use either a metallic size 12 or 14. I prefer size 14 metallic needle. Metallic needle is the same as an embroidery needle. The difference is that the eye is elongated and it is also coated with Teflon so that it can reduce friction. You can also use a size 14 top stitch needle. The only difference is that doesn't have the Teflon, but it's an even bigger eye of a needle, and actually it works very, very well. have it come off the spool with little to no resistance at all. The problem with metallic thread is this, and I don't know if you can see it. See how that stretches like elastic? That's why it causes problems with skip stitches and flaking and breaking and all. Very frustrating. So in order to counteract that, you want to lower the tension. So I'm going to go over here. Here is my tension. Normal tension is 4.0. For metallic thread, I want it considerably lower. I'm going to drop it down to about 3.2 or 3.0. That's going to reduce the amount of pressure that's put on the thread and keep it from stretching. I want to slow down the machine. So here's my settings pages. Normal and maximum embroidery speed for this machine is 1,050 stitches per minute. I'm going to drop that down to 350, as slow as it can go. That's going to give it more time to recover between stitches, okay? The other thing is, I don't know if you can see this, it's coming up straight off of the spool right here. So therefore it causes less resistance. And you don't need to use a spool cap because a lot of times it gets twisted. This works really well. Okay, and that's about it. And so now we're going to go ahead and stitch it. Again, I still have the green embroidery thread in the bobbin. Okay, here goes. And what it's doing is a candle wicking stitch here. I also will stay close to your machine, sort of. You can hear your machine when it's starting to stress, and I watch the thread coming out of the spool. If it sort of stops moving, I know it's about to break. And just be ready. Sometimes all it takes is just stopping your machine, raising your presser foot, drop it down. That helps relieve some kinked up tension on the thread. So then continue going. And I'm going to make all of the garland metallic, as well as I have a red and a green, I have a red and a blue and a silver metallic for the Christmas balls. Even though that's a very, very thick stitch, it's working very well. Okay, I will be back when it finishes stitching the garland. Okay, I already finished the garland. This time, this one, in case you were wondering, I'm using Robison Anton gold, the gold metallic thread, and it worked very nicely. This time I'm going to use a Madeira metallic thread. It will also work nicely. And it stitched very nicely without any problems at all. Okay, I will be back after this. I will ask for a blue, and I'm going to be using a Madeira blue metallic, and this one is and for the silver balls I have an Iris brand called Helos Iris, or it's Iris thread, and it's a metallic thread, so I'll be using that silver. So we're trying different kinds to see how they work. Actually, that stitched out very well. The only thing I'm going to change is because I can barely see the little silver, the little ornaments, so I'm going to change that to like a purple or something else so that we can see it a little better. Okay, so now the next thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn this on the back. I want to clip all the little threads from the back and clip all the little threads from the back of the backing piece. So, and then I'll take this over to the table, and then we're going to put these together. Okay, so now we're going to attach the back. And it's going to be a straight stitch. You have your your satin stitch down here, I want to start by matching those two together, center it in the middle. This one's going, the back is going to be a little bit bigger, and that's fine. Let's turn it on this side. Put your pins through this, well, let me get some different pins. Put it, usually 3 should be enough. Right at the corners and right here. Okay, push them all the way to the back. Okay, turn this over. Now you're going to know if, see, that's going to fit there, that's going to fit in there, that's fitting in there fine. I can peek over here, and this is now nice and even. Then I'm going to take, this is an odd one, cellophane tape. Now for this, I can just tape it all the way across, because it's not going to stitch here. I'm not using the painter's tape, and I'm not using the paper tape or anything else, because in case it catches, I don't want to be pulling it out. This will work just fine, because the first stitch, and see, I've cut this a 1/2 inch here, so therefore I've got a place to put the tape on the end so that it's not actually going on the stitching. Take that out. You can use more tape than you think you need. It's not going to show, even if it gets caught in the stitching, it's no big deal because you're not going to see it. And let's see, I think I need some at the top. A little piece at the top and the sides. Rather have too much tape than not enough. Right there. And right at the top. Okay, now I'm going to carefully turn it over, remove these pins. God, don't try to sew these. Okay. Then we're going to take this carefully to the machine and insert it so that, and then we're going to do a running stitch. Then we're going to check it. See, that turned out amazing, and it caught all the back. Everything is just wonderful. Okay, it finished stitching. This time I used the purple instead of the silver, and I think it just looks a lot better. So that really looks cute. All right, so now I'm going to remove all of these T-pins. And they're easy to remove. Just turn it over and clip all of the threads. Remove this from the hoop. Okay. Okay, now also you want to remove any tape that you've put on the back. It just comes straight out. And then I'm going to clip this. About 1/8 of an inch away. I just want to rough cut it out. Okay, Lily, excuse me. Come here. Come on. Not now. I'm filming. Get out of here, you silly cat. Okay, I'm going to rough cut this out first. I'm going to clip this about 1/8 of an inch away. I'm not being too picky about it, because we're going to rinse all this away. But, you know, as much as you can cut out, you can. I will save these pieces. You can use this for lots of things. You can dissolve it in water in a little jar and have like a paste. It'll turn into, you know, a thick like syrup thing. And then you can use that to sort of paint on top of stuff as a stiffening. Works really well. I'm going to cut most of this out. Okay, and this I'll save. I can put these together. I'll square them up and then use wash away thread and in your needle and in your bobbin and just sew pieces together and to make a new one, because that is the most expensive of all of the stabilizers. Okay, I'm just going to cut this out. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in some just cool running water for a few minutes, just enough to dissolve the stabilizer. Okay. If you have any bits of mylar, you can always take that out. Reason I cut it so close is that when you put this in water, it's kind of gooey for a little bit, especially if you're not going to completely dissolve it away. That's kind of gooey, and so this is so cute. Let's check it out. Let's get one of these Tealights. I got these little Tealights from, I believe, Walmart, but any of the little Tealights will work. Either the, this is the 1-inch high one, but they also make a taller one. Either one will work. You can turn it on. See, it works. Oh, it flickers. How cute. Okay, so, and this will just fit inside. Wait a minute. I'm all thumbs today. I need to make this bigger. No, it doesn't. It fits. Oh, it fits just right. Look at that. Is it on? It's off. You can't really see it on because the lighting is too bright, but that is so cute. Now, if you want it kind of opaque, see, now you can see the light showing through. Now this is with the stabilizer on there. If you don't mind it like that, or you like that soft glow, you can go ahead and not rinse this at all. It's ready to use. What I would do is take a sponge right along the edges and just melt the stabilizer that's hanging out. But you don't have to. That is so cute. Okay, I'm going to go rinse it, and I will be in water, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is still damp. It's still wet. I still have a few little pieces of mylar to dig out. Now, it's a little sticky to the touch. So I've just rinsed it until the stabilizer is no longer visible. Squeeze it between a towel to towel dry it. The thread could have a tendency to shrink. So what I would do is take your Tealight and go ahead and put it inside and just let it dry like that. And look how pretty that is. It's going to look really cute on the table. I'm going to make a whole bunch of them, put them in the window, and they're going to look really cute. And what I like about it is the mylar lets the light shine through. This is why I don't like to use the felt ones, because the felt ones have a tendency to look kind of opaque. I like to see the candle through it. Of course, you want to make sure that you are using the LED battery-powered candles, not the flames. Don't put this over top of a Tealight that is an actual candle. What I like is that the iridescent clear mylar, you can also see the different colors showing through. Like, watch, here we go. I'll just, so you can see the blues and the greens and the yellows that are in the iridescent mylar. And so now just put these aside. I would turn them off for now. And I'm just going to set this aside and let it dry. Okay, these are really cute. Okay, this is the finished product. So make a bunch of these for your holiday decorating. They're fun, they're easy, and they make great gifts as well. If you would like a copy of this design, send me an email request to waltzquilt@yahoo.com, and I will be happy to send it to you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful holiday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And also hit the notification bell so that I can let you know when I've got new videos loaded up to YouTube. Happy holidays. Bye.